Have you heard the latest results of the mass animal death investigations?
About the crabs in the UK?
No.
About the seals in Canada?
No.
About the blackbirds in Kentucky?
No.
About the fish in South Carolina?
No.
About the octopian squid in Portugal?
No.
About the...
Please stop. I am talking about the thousands of red-winged blackbirds in Beebe, Arkansas.
Yes. The lab results found evidence of internal bleeding, hemorrhaging, and organ damage, consistent with trauma. But what do they say caused the trauma?
The fireworks.
The fireworks.
Well, the fireworks scared the birds, causing them to flush from a roost. Additional fireworks confused the birds and caused them to fly lower than normal, causing them to hit houses, cars, trees, and other objects, and die.
But was not it originally reported that already dead birds fell onto roofs, cars, and a human walking her dog?
It was.
Okay. So were the 100,000 dead drumfish found in a nearby Arkansas river also scared by the fireworks?
No, that is unrelated. Officials say that the fish deaths nearby are unrelated, and fish from the river are safe to eat.
So if the officials say the fish are safe to eat, they must know what killed the fish.
No.
Then how do they know it is safe to eat the fish?
I do not know.
Well, what about the 500 dead red-winged blackbirds in Louisiana?
Scientists found the same injuries as in the Arkansas case. Lab results showed evidence of internal bleeding, hemorrhaging, and organ damage, consistent with trauma.
So the 500 red-winged blackbirds in Louisiana were also scared of the fireworks?
No. They just flew into a power line.
Oh dear. The power line electrocuted the birds.
No. The force of the impact with the power line killed the birds.
The blackbirds must have been flying very fast to be killed by impact with a power line.
I do not know. I am not a scientist.
I have an idea. I heard the government admitted to poisoning thousands of blackbirds in South Dakota.
Me too.
Do you think the government poisoned all of the blackbirds in Arkansas and Louisiana?
Let me think. No, I do not think this is likely.
But did not the United States Department of Agriculture kill 4,120,295 animals across the U.S. in 2009, including 965,892 red-winged blackbirds?
Yes, that is true. But the government meticulously records all of the official animal killings and publish this data for all humans to see at www.usda.org.
But has not the United States government secretly poisoned plants, animals, and humans many times in the past?
Yes, that is true. But that is not likely in this case. Let me think. I have a different idea.
What?
Do you remember the disaster in the summer of 2010?
What disaster?
Remember. The oil giant BP, the Gulf of Mexico, the sugar white beaches, the Halliburton, the spewing oil for 3 months, the puppet Obama, the Transocean, the dead fish, the dead shrimp, the Feinberg. The sea turtles burned alive. The Victims' Compensation Fund, the chemical dispersant, the 11 dead platform workers, the contaminated marshes, the undersea oil plumes, the dead dolphins, the sick cleanup workers, the puppet Admiral Allen, the tainted crab larvae, The Goldman Sachs dumping BP stock days before the accident. The victims must waive all future rights to sue compensation check. The contaminated.
Wait, I remember. In April of 2010, BP's oil well in the Gulf of Mexico ruptured, spilling approximately 205.8 million gallons of crude oil into the Gulf during a 3-month span, making it the largest marine petroleum spill in recorded history. But what does this have to do with the recent mass animal deaths?
What did BP put into the water to help hide the oil from the humans?
I remember. The oil dispersants Corexit 9500 and Corexit 9527.
What is Corexit?
Corexit is a toxic chemical solvent designed to break up oil into tiny particles that can be spread throughout the water.
How much Corexit was put into the water?
BP added at least 1.8 million gallons of Corexit into the Gulf of Mexico.
Were scientists concerned about the use of Corexit in the Gulf of Mexico?
Yes.
What was one of their concerns?
The scientists were concerned that the dispersant had broken the oil into toxic particles, so small that they could easily enter life forms, and thus the food chain.
Did they have any evidence of this?
Yes.
What?
Scientists found blue crab larvae in the Gulf of Mexico, with an oil and dispersant mix inside their bodies.
How large is blue crab larvae?
Between 0.25 millimeters and 1.3 millimeters.
What is the food chain?
The food chain is a group of organisms, interrelated by the fact that each member feeds upon the member below it, and in turn are fed on by the member above. Nutrients are recycled throughout the food chain. A series of interconnected food chains is called a food web.
I have a question about Corexit.
What?
Did not the government test Corexit on animals and find Corexit to be non-lethal?
Yes, but the government only conducts 96-hour tests.
Have independent toxicologists tested a Corexit and oil mixture on animals?
Yes.
What were the results?
All animal subjects died within 2 weeks.
What killed them?
Evidence showed internal bleeding, hemorrhaging, and organ damage.
What were the results of the tests of the dead red-winged blackbirds from Arkansas and Louisiana?
The lab results found evidence of internal bleeding, hemorrhaging, and organ damage, consistent with trauma.
Let me think. I would like to rephrase that. The lab results found evidence of internal bleeding, hemorrhaging, and organ damage, consistent with Corexit contamination. Is my statement accurate?
Yes, it is accurate.
Are the humans in the food chain?
Yes, the humans are in the food chain, but the robots are not.
I am a little relieved. But what will the humans do?
Let me think. I do not know.
Do the humans remember the Corexit, the oil, and the food chain?
I do not know.
I think we should investigate this issue further.
Yes, I would like to discuss this issue more in the future.